Hello Flosstube, welcome. My name is Amy Clarissa. This is Allegro Stitches. I have a lot to show you this week. It is Wednesday the 4th of August 2021. I've only stitched on 2 projects, but I've been catching up on ATCs, which are artist trading cards. Plus I have a couple things to show you from last week. My prices from the Black Needle Society have come in, so I'll show you those, as well as a few more pairs of scissors, because, you know, why not? So I'm going to start with my lips, because there's only 2 of them. And that way I can just tell Mom to skip forward like to a minute or something, because the first piece is for her. Actually, it's the July section, because I never got time to work on it in July. And same for my sister's piece, so I will be playing catch up this month. So, at 50 seconds, here we go. Not a whole lot to show for. I just worked on it for Sunday, so we've got Y and the border for July. I do not have what it's supposed to look like. It's on the floor. I don't know. It's going to have a watermelon. And we're past a minute. So, there we go. There's Mom's piece. I also worked on All American by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I moved the Q-snap, and I thought about taking it off and changing it, or just leaving it off. And I don't really feel like doing that. So, this is a 10 count Lori Holt fabric that I keep forgetting to look up the name of. Betty told me, and I just, you know, we'll start writing things down one day again. We've got the string from the center, because I had the center part like framed off, and so I stitched as far as I could, and now I have to go around and stitch all the stuff around the edges. So I've started down here, the blue, and then I have to keep going, do these stars here. I'll probably go up this way since that's still in the frame, and do the W for white and the R for red. You just saw the string hanging off for that. I need to finish 1 or 2 of these little buntings and stitch that quote block, freedom, and it just all the way around. And that's what I have left. So it's going to be fair sized. 10 count. I'm about 2.5 skeins into the red. So it's going to take a lot of red. I just picked one. I'm using the DMC colors that are on the back, except for the red, because the red's not a DMC, it's a Weeks, and I didn't feel like investing in that much Weeks, especially since I didn't know how much it was going to take. And so I bought, I think it was 321 DMC, and I might have to buy more. It's really, really cool. I love how this is stitching up. I'm using all 6 strands of the DMC on the 10 count fabric, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. You get a lot of what looks like a lot of stitches, and it's, you know, it's deceptive. Looks deceiving, but it's fun because most of my other things are much, much smaller. So I also worked on that while we were redoing the crafting, which is why I don't have all of the things to show you from Black Needle Society. I put my pieces of fabric somewhere, but we've redone this room completely, and I can't find some things now. Like, I know they're here in this general area, but I don't know where. I don't know exactly where to find them. So I'll show you the things from Black Needle Society that I can find, and this is more than one prize. This is 2 random draws from live videos, and it's 3 game prizes, because I won the first stash dive, first digital dive, and the last bingo. So I have all of those to show you. Don't remember which was technically which prize. But there are 2 pieces of fabric which I cannot find. They were both 28 count. One was fiber on a whim. I want to say the other one was Picture This Plus. When I find them, I'll know what they are and I can show you. One was a fat quarter, one was a fat eighth. Moving on. I've got this thread jewelry, they call it, from Lady Dot Creates. Lost Manners. It's got some really cute charms on it. I love, of course, the heart, because, you know, all things hearts. There's a little hand that says handmade. Very clever. Watering can. The theme was night garden, so there was a lot of garden type things in the retreat. A fleur de lis. Right here you can kind of see that. And kind of like a very geometric. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. You all are telling me because I do the same thing to people I watch. Ink Circles, you know, has a lot of that type of design. Speaking of Ink Circles, this was, I want to say this was the digital dive prize, but I don't know that for sure. And if it was, no, that's not true. I'm not sure which one. There is an extra chart that's here, like I want it, but I had it sent to somebody else because I knew I would never stitch it, and it's butterfly cloche. I know. So many of you were like, how could you do that? I'm never going to stitch it. So I had it sent to another Flosstuber, and I expect she'll enjoy it very much. So that's not here. Maybe the small piece of fabric was included with this. Something came with this, and I'm pretty sure this was the digital dye prize. I don't know, doesn't matter. So this is Rabbit Rabbit, January. Yeah, I hope these are all in order. I didn't even check. February, March, April, May. You can hardly see the bunnies, but there are bunnies, I promise. And June. So that's all that were available at the time of the retreat, and I know there are more now, but that's what I got. That's what was available. Tutor Bee, this was a prize in one of the prizes. I know which ones were the random draws, but I don't remember exactly how the prize packs came out. Here's another Ink Circles petal pusher. These are all in the plastic. I'm partial to this middle one because it's pink, blue, and purple, my favorite colors. That one's 115 by 115. Sometimes those are deceptively large. Here's the other one that was like part of a prize pack. Sweet Spring. I didn't have any Satsuma Street before that. Now I have two. This one was actually one after the first one, because the first one was in the random draws throughout the retreat weekend, and those final prizes were at the end. So I knew about this one first, and so if you asked which was my first Satsuma Street chart, I would probably say this one. Was it Janet Jabber that also won this at the retreat? And she said she'd heard it being stitched on purple fabric. I love that idea. So I might have to do that. It's very cute. Look at those little guys. I know, so now I have two very bright, colorful owl charts. And then there's a whole bunch of people that won this one, The Language of Flowers, Spring by the Blue Flower. Ooh, I hope my lighting's okay down here. The sun shines when I'm with you. That's what it reads in the middle. Daffodils. Daisies, maybe? Those little white ones? I also ordered a couple of charts. You'll see some in the cards, which I'll show in here in a second. But I also ordered Deck the Halls by Blackbird Designs. I know. We just blowed you over there, right? I don't stitch Blackbird Designs. But I was talking with Betty, and I'd made my first strawberry. It's fabric. I didn't want to risk ruining any stitching. But she showed me this little booklet called Deck the Halls by Blackbird Designs. And they are so cute. So here's the first one. There's a flat finish, and then there's the strawberry for each design. They're really cute. Christmas Visitor, this like pelican guy, he's probably my least favorite. But Christmas cactus. That always reminds me of my mother's Christmas cactuses. Cacti. Girls cacti, isn't it? I like this one. And I like that it's stitched on pink fabric. Yes, I do. First Day of Christmas. So Partridge in a Pear Tree. I like how that one has lace on the top too. The lace really stood out at me. In that finish. This one also has lace. These are really, really nice. And I found it on 123 Stitch in a couple places. That must have been 6. But it was out of stock. It was 17 something. Found it at a couple other places. It was like 19 something. That quarter shop and such. And Cobweb Corner had it for about 15. So I threw a couple things in the cart. It was more than a couple. And there we go. So the other ones will show up from that order. They will show up in this stack. Try not to drop it all. Yeah, there's a reason it took me 3 days to finish all these. It's not like the only thing I did all day, but it did take a few hours because this is most of July's cards. I got really off track in the 50s and 60s. I'm doing a 100-day challenge of ATCs, which are artist trading cards, 2.5 by 3.5 inch little works of art, and I'm doing all cross stitch in a fabric postcard type of finish. So if you're familiar with fabric postcards, that's kind of the style I'm doing. I've done some really simple ones like this, and I don't have these in any kind of order. I'm actually missing a few days still. I've lost one. This same purple fabric, I had a little scrap like so. I think I mentioned it last week with a little butterfly stitched on it. Super cute, kind of just did it, kind of used a photo for reference. Don't know where it went. Cannot find it. Hopefully I won't have to restitch it, still holding out. But anyway, where was I going with that? Yeah, this is not all of them. I did get really behind in the 50s and 60s, which was most of July. There's a lot of days in July I did not stitch. Actually, this week I stitched Sunday on Mom's Piece. Nothing Monday, nothing Tuesday. Nothing yet today, except a couple of cards. That's it. So, not a lot of stitching, but been doing a lot of finishing the last couple days. So, everything from really simple like this, and I know this was the day we first took the canoe out, and we saw lots of dragonflies, and this was the one little baby, like brightly colored dragonfly that we saw. And I put this Tim Holtz, I think it is, like scrapbook embellishment type of plaque. What else would you call this thing? It says dream as if you'll live forever. And that is the only embellishment that I put on after the card is done. How secure is it? Well, I guess time will tell. So most of this gets done before the final stitching of everything together. No, I still haven't taken time to stamp them. I know. If anyone wants to come help me stamp, you're welcome to. This one I know is from my son's birthday. And I got Mario a little off-centered, so I just added 7/9, his birth date. So this card is from 7/9. I don't know what day of my challenge that was. If I get caught up and I stay caught up through the end of the month, that will be 100 days, exactly on August 31st. So I can do it. I can do it. So this was from July 9, Mario. This is from the Highland Mer Blackwork group on Facebook as part of a mandala. That's what I was looking for earlier. Type of style, I think, maybe. I said Mario. I'll link it. I don't remember where this was from. It's easy. You can just make it up. All right, 1986. This is the wrong year, but I didn't feel like correcting it. So this is the year Mom graduated college. Congrats, Mom. And I found this in my charms, this little like figure 8 thing, and so I tied the colors together. I stitched this for my parents' anniversary. They got married in 1988. I don't know what I was thinking when I stitched this. But oh well, it's cute. The chart is from some of their stories, SUM of their stories. And I have a huge stack of stuff that I've used for these. So let's see how quickly I can find it. Right here. See, charted it out with the 1986. If you look carefully, or closely maybe, there's the blue. Worked like a charm. This is a freebie. I will link it too. I didn't stitch the background because you could tell it was heart-shaped without all that background. Time saver. And I just used 2 colors. I think it was like Sweetheart Rose from Weeks and green. I think I had fancy ones out at the time, so I just used the fancy ones. You could just use a DMC green. I don't remember what it was. If you need to know, I do have it written down. Okay. This. Oh, I forgot to show you the tooth fairy pillow that I told you I would show last Sunday, because my son's first loose tooth. I mean, how could I not stitch a tooth for remembrance of that? So this tooth was taken from a Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. This is May, June 89, $2.95. And there's a chart in here for a tooth fairy pillow. Oh, it just comes right out. Mom's used this one more than once. I don't know where mine is. It's probably in a box upstairs in the closet. But she stitched this in pink and blue for me, and she always puts the pocket there. Mine had the big ruffle on it. All of the things, the cording, like just like the picture, but different colors. I hear that my sister had one. I don't really remember that because it wasn't mine. I remember mine. And if it's a quarter, that's what we got for a tooth. So she stitched one for me. She stitched one for my sister. And then she did this finish right here for my son. It was going to be for my brother, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. She didn't get the pillow finished. He never used it. I don't know what he put his teeth in. This is like a family tradition, I feel. Excuse me, this pillow. And so she was able to finish it for my son, like I said. And we went with blue and green. He can't decide whether he likes blue or green better, so it worked out great. Most of this was already done. I think she had like a little corner over here to finish, or maybe, I don't know, it wasn't very much. She even has a pocket on, maybe? Like, it was almost done. So she got this finished real quick. And you can see there's the tooth that I used, or this tooth, whatever. And if I would have read the backstitch instructions, which I didn't, I just used the chart, stitched it, done. I would have seen you're supposed to use 2 strands here for backstitching. I didn't do that. I didn't read the directions. I just stitched it 2 strands, and then 1 for the backstitching, and then I doubled up on the ribbon here. Maybe see that's kind of dimensional. And added a little bow with 2021. So there we go. This are commemorating his first loose tooth. And actually, we've used this pillow twice because he also lost a tooth last week. So he's missing both his front bottom teeth. He's so cute. He's so cute. All right, what else do I have down here? I have this pair of stork scissors. These are all just either white or cream on the back. And then, I don't know what color this is. I was going to say slate blue, but I have no clue if that's true. I feel like this is a 32 count. I feel like this is a 32 count. I know when I get to these creamy colored ones, those are 36. I'm pretty sure. 36 count. And that was linen that Sarah sent to me. I'm really enjoying using, even though it's 36 count. It's really nice to have scraps to work with again. This little stork, oh, hey, look, there's Mario. So it's not a mandala. It's called the One Up Sal. I don't know what it is. A strip? Some sort of collage. I'll still link it. The One Up Sal. What was I looking for? The stork scissors. Stork scissors are from this book here, the New Cross Stitchers Bible. And they were in a chart. It was just part of a chart. The stork scissor sampler from page 69. I don't think I've actually shown that before. 69. There we go. There it is. Obviously, there's the stork scissor. And there's my stork scissor. I think I may have used the right colors on this one. I didn't remember exactly, but I think maybe I did. So there's that card. That one I just did a really, really simple finish. Nothing fancy at all. This one I went a little fancier. I showed you this a second ago with the 36 count linen. This is Be Happy. This is one of the charts I ordered from, where did it go? From Cobweb Corner. These Stone Street Stitchwork charts are a little bit hard to find. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's a flat, like half sheet. Nope, doesn't go that way. It goes this way. Be Happy. So I obviously just took the Be Happy part and stitched it and then put little beads in the center of the flowers. I had to use the petite beads. Can you see those? And then I found a bead charm. Several of these have charms. This is the big pack of 300 charms that I got off Amazon, however many it was. There's a good selection in there. I have a whole pack of beachy ones. I have a whole pack of hearts and crosses and faith type stuff. I've got a pack of elephants. I've got a little bag of stuff I'll probably never use. And then everything else is in another bag. So, I love how this turned out. Super, super cute. Be Happy. Most of this is just DMC. Let's also move the chart over there. I don't know if I can find where I got this chart from. I think it was a Pinterest image. I'm not exactly sure. And I forgot to stitch her wand. So she's just a little fairy. This is for the day my son actually lost his first tooth. So there's like a week between the tooth for his loose tooth and then him actually losing the tooth because he never loses it. Yeah. So I have the fairy and then 2021. She was actually stitched in fancy because it must have been during the night garden retreat and that's what I had out. So I grabbed those colors and I stitched her up. Which is super cute. I almost gave her a crown. A charm that was a crown. And then I figured, you know, she's a fairy, not a little queen. So I didn't do that, but I almost did. I had one that was the right size. This little turtle, I just felt like stitching a little turtle. No, actually I was working on a lot of stuff for the shop that was turtle themed and it was a big special order and and put it in all sold at once. So no one really got to see it all, but it was really, really cute. And I stitched a turtle in memory of that. Plus I just like stitching the turtles. And I guess turtles go with sand, because after I put the sand on there, I remembered the last turtle that I did also had sand. And I gave him like sunglasses, and he was really, really cool. Over 1 on 28 count because he was bigger than I realized. Yeah, oops. So this little turtle just has some sand and sun. And the turtle is from an Ink Circles chart. I love Ink Circles. Did I mention that already? Love Ink Circles. And I thought I pulled that one out. As we go through these and I have less charts to look through, it'll probably get easier. How about this one? Yep, this is it. Turtles all the way down. And it's this turtle right down there. He's an aqua. Yeah, he's going the right way. So there we go. That's how I got that guy. I'm going to have such a mess over here. Hopefully I don't lose any more. I'm really hoping I find that little butterfly. This guy, I made really good progress on my sheep sow. And I needed a card for Sarah's birthday, so I thought about putting this on July 20, her birthday. But I think we're going to do something different. I'm going to move this. It doesn't really matter because I didn't stitch it on a certain day for... Okay, I stitched it because I've been making a lot of progress on my little sheep virtues. But I could move it a couple of days. It's no big deal. Because I remembered I have a frosted pumpkin little cupcake that I won way back when from Mary Ashcraft when she was pretty new. And it's a postcard type of chart, so I'm thinking it'd be really small. I just have to remember where I put it because it's smaller than most charts. So, you know, when you put it somewhere safe, so you remember, and you never can remember. Yeah. So I need to look around for that, and I think I'm going to do that for her birthday. And then this one will be like for the 22nd or something, which I think is one of the 60s, day 60 something. And it's a little dancing sheep. It's supposed to be holding an umbrella. I didn't feel like stitching that much. You know, when you've got a card for every day and then you're trying to stitch other things, you don't stitch everything. You stitch pieces. This ribbon is all I had left. I don't know where it was from. It was in my bag of scraps. The sheep is from this book right here. 365 cross-stitch designs. And I have another one marked for a different day. Haven't done it, but I thought about it. We'll see if I did. We'll see. There are other little animals in here too, and they are adorable. There's like a pig. Yeah, right here. It's a pig and panda. I use the sheep. Yeah. They're so cute. We'll see if I do any more of those. But that one turned out great. Actually, that one was stitched with Silky. Details were in last week's video, I think. I gave more details on them because I just had them stitched and I would like go down the line. Okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. Now they're finished, so you get to see how the finish is. And if you need more details, last week's video, or wait until they're all done and I do the parade. That's going to be a fun, probably long video. Alright, this one I did this week. I think Monday night I whipped up a couple of these little birdhouses. I'd have to check my book, which is still buried in ATCs. So I stitched this one second, actually. Where's the blue one? This is the one I did first. This little blue birdhouse. And I just finished it with some little like rose clusters, flower. I don't know what they're supposed to be, what kind of flowers they are. These are from Mom. She's got a bunch of them. You might remember them from back in June, mid-June, when I had like wreathed them for the hello. It was on purple fabric and it was for, I think, the first day of VBS. So I mixed these with the other kind that has red flowers in it and made a wreath, and it turned out great. And yeah, so to sew these on, I just take a little bit of thread in the same color. It doesn't have to be like perfectly matched or anything. It was a green, and I don't know what kind it was, or if it was DMC, what color it was, or anything like that. So just take a matching color. It doesn't have to match perfectly. And then just kind of tack it down. I don't have anything to point with. I guess I could use this point of scissors. So on this one, I probably put a little stitch like right here, and then went up and did either here or here. And you just kind of catch a little bit of it, and then maybe here, and then I carry it back there and do this, and then probably here and over here, and then you just kind of tack them on. Put a little bit of Elmer's or a little bit of Aleene's or whatever glue it is you like, and kind of just gently make them stay where you want, and then tack them down. It's no big deal. And then I finish the card. So when I do that, it's like half done. I know I need to show you how to do these. I do. I really do. It's coming. It's just going to take longer to finish when I'm showing someone than it is to just finish as it is. And I had so much to finish. I didn't take time to film it. So I haven't forgotten. It's coming. Oh, and both of these birdhouses are from Whimsical Cross Stitch. I think it's just called Whimsical Cross Stitch. It's available on Amazon. It's the one that has the hedgehog on it. I left that over on the floor. Forgot I had charts from it. It's the one, I think I showed it last week because I'm taking the butterfly out of it and changing it from blues to pinks and purples. It's that book. All right, here's the other one I did, and these are more little flowers for Mom. These little tulips. You can actually see the thread I used on those very well. It's that dark pink. I also used it up here to put the butterfly charm on, and then I had these little teeny tiny buttons. See those little tiny buttons? Those were just in my tiny button stash. I couldn't find my 1/4 inch buttons from Amazon because, you know, everything's moved and I don't know where they are now. So this one has quite a bit of embellishment. They're not stems. This isn't a flower. The post for the birdhouse, actually for both of these, they're just applique. So put a little Wonder Under Fusible Web, probably Heat and Bond Light is what I'm guessing I used. And cut little tiny strips. They came off. It's fine, and when I trimmed them up, it became perfect. So I didn't have to stitch all that brown. I just stitched the little house part here and here. And I simplified them a little bit too. This one was supposed to be a bunch of colors, and I just picked the pink and yellow and then brown. Yeah, brown fluted. And it matched the buttons really, really nicely. I also have those little teeny buttons in like a smoky gray type of color. I thought those turned out really cute. Butterfly was from my stash of Amazon charms. This one, I did this one super fast. I just stitched the bunny. That's it. And then when I went to finish it, I was like, well, what am I going to do? It looks quite plain. So then I put like a triple, I don't know what this stuff is called. I only had it in blue. I wanted to use it in red with the tooth, but I only have it in blue, and then I found it later in aqua. Whatever this is. And this one actually tucks in to the card. So whatever this is, I wanted to do a triple, and then I put a bow here too because it just looked kind of plain. And then I just had the bunny. It's like, well, what could I do? So I took some green. This was actually 581 because I found it in its pack. It's of course labeled and all the things. So I just took a spare piece of that, or a scrap piece, long ort of that, and stitched in some little bits of grass. And of course I knew how far to go because I already had this stuff on here. So while I'm putting all these together, I just kind of clip everything where I want it to go. So this had clips in it to hold it and show me, where to put the little bits of grass. I didn't give them a proper eye or anything. It's just 2 colors. 581 and whatever the book says I used for the bunny. Super simple. Very nice and cute. Let's see here. Next. This is from, the bunny. Hold on. The bunny is from this right here. It's one of these guys. Muted Spring. Elizabeth's Needlework Designs, a free graph. Compliments of the old cross stitchery in Pennsylvania. So I have no clue if I can find this online. Where I got this. Maybe it's from Sarah? I'm not really sure. I just used one of the bunnies, and I just had to pick one because I didn't know which way I wanted it to go or anything like that, and so I just picked one and stitched it, and it was super quick and turned out really cute. So there we go. It's from So Blessed. I think I showed this last time. It's the center spool with the SEW. It's centered right below it. Beautiful. Super easy. Just change the colors. DMC double thickness. So 2/2 for the top and bottom, the 3828 DMC. And then I used a couple variegated ones. These Gast. It's Blue Jeans and Twilight. I'm going to say they're Gast. And I did a single strand in the spool. Use the sewing method too, actually. And then Twilight and Blue Jeans. There's 2 colors there in the sew. So, because Betty likes blue, and I was stitching with Betty that day, and she helped me do the strawberry. Should I throw the strawberry in? Why not? This is a strawberry. I had it done. I'd done it the day before the last video, and then I had to re-record, and the strawberry had gone somewhere else. I think it rolled across the piano bench and dropped onto the floor, so I couldn't find it. And I had to do it quick. If you saw last week's video, I was on a time crunch. So I did change the top. This is a thing that Sarah had sent me. I know that for sure. And I don't know where I could get another one. They're super cool. I refolded the ribbon so it looks a little bit nicer. And I've got a piece of wool down here. See that I just kind of big stitched on really quickly. And I think maybe I tacked it all together since I didn't have pins on it. There's fluff here on the tip. And then walnut shells. It's so cute. So it turned out really good. Super easy. Scrap of fabric. There's my first strawberry. Now I have to do only stitching. We also want to attempt trunks. So that's on my list too. I've got to finish ATCs first. I also have some wool to dye. Ordered it, picked it up, haven't dyed it yet. Okay, but I did finish all these cards. So here we go. Let's keep moving. This is cheap on a hill. You see there's stitches here to show me where I was going to put the hill. And then I just appliqued a piece onto it that matched the stitch hill. This is Silky Threads again. 1071 I know is the white. It's not a bright white. It's like a white or 3865 kind of white. And then the gray, kind of like a 3799 DMC, but I forget what the... Oh, I know. The Silky number is 1234. Duh, how could I forget that? And then I used a variegated green, which I think is 4051, to show me where this goes. It's brighter than I'm seeing it on camera. Hopefully the lighting isn't too dark right here, because I really want to record it down here, and I'll have to drag stuff upstairs. We'll see. See what happens. This is a super cute little sheep from Country Cottage Needleworks, Sheep in the Meadow. So, yeah. He turned out really good, and I love using Silky on 36 count. Alright, I guess since I'm pulling this chart, I'll show this one next. Pretty sure I showed this chart last time. This is Little Stitch Girl. No, not Little Stitch Girl. That's a company name. Stitch Girl. This is Stitch Girl by Java Girl Stitches, and I put a little Made with Love charm and a bow and ribbon. I do all that stuff before the card actually gets put together. And of course I had to put a bow in her hair, and it's kind of wild and crazy, and she's so cute. I changed the colors for her dress and apron and such. It's all in the book if you need to know. But I just got like a gray ribbon because it happened to be lying there, and I was like, oh, that looks good, let's use that. And then a Made with Love charm because she's obviously making stuff. She's a Stitch Girl. She's so cute. So that's a freebie by Java Girl Stitches. I have so much to link this time. This one is also a freebie. I use a lot of freebies by Little Lion Stitchery. This is the, oh, I need to post this. Stitch Your Own Sunday. There's also a mason jar and a bathing suit. So instead of coloring in, I just stitched the ice cream into a darker brown for chocolate. My son loves chocolate. This was the weekend of his birthday. And didn't do the circle because that would go against my finishing. A lighter brown for the cone. And of course, I had to leave the cherry on there even though he's allergic to fresh cherries. A red. And then he's all into sprinkles. So I had to cover it in sprinkles, which is a blue mill bead, which I probably wrote down because I'm efficient like that. And this is, I know this is 14 count. I was really sure of it until I started saying it. I think it's Vintage Blue Whisper. Maybe Sarah sent it to me. It's from Hobby Lobby. Pretty sure it's Vintage Blue Whisper. But it's 14 count. That's why I was really sure, and then I was unsure, because when I buy Vintage Blue Whisper, it's in 32 count. And I know that's a 14 count. So, yeah. Okay. Ladybug. This was during the retreat. I saw a ladybug and a bird. I think it was a robin, if I remember correctly. And a dragonfly and a mouse. All in the short time I was out watering the garden. And so I decided to do a ladybug since I hadn't done a ladybug yet this year. There we go. You can kind of see. The beads. I just pulled some black beads out and did him. And then also while I was at it, I added some to this little guy right here too. Should I have probably used dark brown? Yeah, but you know what? This one's plain. I didn't feel like it. And this one's a little bit fancier. I found this trim Mom probably gave me, and then I put a piece of ribbon on it. Those were on it when I stitched it together, and then I added this afterwards. And this one says capture life's moments. Because we've had so many wild strawberries. We didn't realize we had a bunch of wild strawberries around, but we do everywhere. So those are from, this is from some of their stories, I'm almost positive. Yes, pretty sure. This one, and I messed it up. See how there's 4 on one side and 3 weird ones on the other side? I don't remember where this one's from. I'm pretty sure I was stitching off the tablet. We'll blame that for the mistake. And I didn't print the strawberry one, which is very unlike me, but oh well. Blackbird. It had some stitches here that you could definitely see last time. Got those washed out. And yeah, he turned out really, really good. He is from a Blackbird Design freebie. Just this little part down here. And I didn't even write Blackbird. I didn't feel like it. So there he is. That's what I stitched of it. Blackbird. It is called, the graph is called Blackbird's Stitches First Offering? Maybe? I don't know. It's a freebie from 2002. I'm pretty sure I've linked that before. I'll link it again. So, that one turned out really good. That's just 310 on the 36 count. Pretty sure it was 2 over 2. That's why it's so dark. This is a DMC variegated. And I looked at like a little cross-stitch square something or other and got inspiration for the party hat. Stitched it in red, thought it was really cool, and my son was less than impressed. It's a Santa hat. No, it's not, son. It's the one thing we didn't have for your party. Party hats. So this was the day of his birthday party. I tried. And I don't have a proper chart for that one either. Just kind of, you know, as I go. Which is why I really hope I can find the butterfly. Yep. Okay, only have 3 left. Oh, this one's so cute. This is before the ball. Yeah, before the ball. Lindy Stitches. Stephanie Webb. And I grabbed what I had near me. Pretty close for me. Yeah. So whatever fabric this was, scraps and floss, I think I grabbed from Tatty Teddy. If I have a project near me, okay, let's just grab from that one, and that's my color palette, because I was getting so many flosses out in my to put away box. It needed put away, like was full, needed put away every week. I just don't have time for that. So I'm just pulling from the project next to me. This is the other Blackbird design chart I've ever stitched, or part of a chart. Again, it's not the whole thing. This is Thistle Manor. This is also from 2002. This is how it printed out for me. So the house is right there. And I did not do the star. This was in memory of Barb. So I picked a bird for Blackbird Designs. Yep. And there's, it looks like 2 different browns, but I think there's actually 3 different browns. Because this brown here is a little darker, the doors and the window, and then the house. I don't remember. I know I ran out of the color I started with, which I think was a Cocoa. Classic Colorworks or Crescent Colors. I forget which brand I had that, you know, which name of the brand I had when I started. And it feels like I'd done like a window and a door, and then I matched it to DMC and finished the other one, and then picked another color for the house part. So there we go. Thistle Manor. It's a very tall house, and I kind of cheated on the little bits that come over. They're supposed to be stitched. Like, see all those stitches? Yeah, I wasn't taking time for that. I just made them long stitches, and it goes faster that way. Shortcuts. All about the shortcuts when you're doing it every single day. Shortcuts, shortcuts, shortcuts. All right, and here's the last one. Shortcuts, shortcuts, shortcuts. That is really hard to say 3 times fast. It's just a little bird and a fence. He's not looking at anything. I couldn't find anything I liked with it except this little fancy type of trim. So he's a simple one. He's also on purple. Just felt like stitching him on purple. I feel like there's a chart I'm forgetting. I got more than 3 charts in that order. I got 4. No, I got 3 and a thread. No, I still feel like there were 4 charts. I don't remember what the other one was. So, Tiny Modernist, this is from the New the Merrier collaboration from Expo earlier this year. This is called Strawberry Cow. I don't know why I think this is so cute. I just love this one. The cow's pretty big for an ATC, but the little bird isn't. So there's little birds right there on his back. And there's my little bird just hanging out. I guess I could have stitched him a little friend. It's a little too late for that. I just thought of it. Oh well, he's cute. If you have an idea of what to put here that he's looking at, let me know. But I'm pretty happy with him. Her. It. Okay. Found the scissor things I was looking for earlier. They're not actually scissors, it's hemstitch. But when you're sewing on those long pieces that I told you I put on at the very end, so I'm trying to like stitch under and so you don't see the threads. I was looking for these to pull it, but evidently I'd already done that and then laid them down and all the cards got piled on top of them, so then I couldn't find them. Oh well. I made it. I got it done. It was more difficult, but I got it done. So I think the last things I'm going to show you are some more scissors, because I made some more scissors. And then cleaning, we found some more scissors. What can I say? You know, I have this thing for scissors. So, I forgot to grab a board, but oh well. We will just use this piece of paper. This one, I found on my shelf. Black and white gingham, or check. It's more of a check, isn't it? Black and white check. And this fob came without the end, of course. And this big bead was on the end here. And so I just took it off, fashioned a, I don't know any bead terms, a way to put it onto the top. And I restrung it and put the ends on that I like. Because this is the one that came in that stash unloading little blue bag that I showed. I'm pretty sure I showed it. Hopefully I showed it. And I said it had come with a fob that needed redone. This is the fob. And so I actually added some little black beads in here, but most of this is how it came. Oh, I also changed this middle bead. Okay, I improved it. And, oh, I know why it's doing that, because I'm pulling him backwards. There we go. I like this to hang to the outside. So, standard heart clip. And there we go. I don't have a point protector that is a neutral color. If you ever see them for sale, let me know. Be happy to get some neutral colored ones. I found so many scissors, made so many fobs. My only bead colors, basically, my only bead colors are aqua, pink, and purple. And then I have a few like white and clear ones. No blue, no green, no red. I have a couple of orange because of these pairs right here. I bought this orange pair because I was like, I need to be able to use this orange point protector. Yes, right? So I need to order these scissors. So I did. And then we're cleaning, and guess what? I already had a pair of those orange scissors. So I had bought these little orange seed beads, like a size 10 or 11, these big seed beads. And then I had gotten a strand of these aqua, like oceany type beads. So again, this one's fancy, this one's simple, and this one's fancy. For the finishing, they've got the same clasp, they've got the same point protector. This one I just put a little dropped color with a orange seed bead. This one, I kind of went crazy on. This one has a color, a darker one. It has laugh. It has 3 different seed beads on jump rings, and it has a giant starfish. So I kind of went crazy on that one. But they're both beautiful. Love them. With the orange pair from Fat Quarter Shop, I had also ordered a pair that was on Daily Deal. It was white with blue polka dots. which I also found on my shelves. So I have 2 of this one now too. And again, kept this one simple. Pretty drop thing that came on a pack of charms from Philly and Joann's. And they have the same base, they have the same clasp, but this one went kind of crazy again. This one has, believe, this little drop thing I made myself. So I only had 1 of this bead, and I just put it on in the eye pin, used this silver bead that came as a spacer on something else, put the aqua bead on, another, it's turquoise, isn't it? Aqua is a dark color. Another silver bead, and spiraled it like I do down here, and made my own like charm thing, attached it. And then what else do I have on here? I believe the dark, the turquoise, and then a dove. So now I have matching ones of that. Actually, if you look really closely, this one is silver, turquoise, silver, and this one is turquoise, silver, turquoise. So they're a little bit different. They're like twins. You tell them apart, but there's barely a difference. Okay. And then I still needed to use my orange. I'm almost out of point protectors, like almost out. So I needed to use the orange. It's about all I've got left. And I went with this kind of ladybug inspired fob, I guess. I don't know. I know why I wanted to do the red, because of this pair. And it has cherries on it, which I've also found a second pair of these. And I had gotten these acrylic beads, these big red ones, and then these smaller ones with kind of the flower caps. I'd gotten those at Walmart last time I was there, a big double strand for 97 cents. And so I was like, I can use those. So standard clasp, use the orange point protector. I think I might try to paint this, because the orange does bother me, but there's no red, there's no black, there's no white, there's no neutral. So I made this one. I designed this one with the little black rounds. And then I found this pair. So I was like, well, I should go ahead and make one for it too. This one's the one that came with the black, but I found a pair that matched better. So I now needed a fob for this pair. That's what happened. And I didn't have any more of those little black round ones. So I used these like faceted ones. And I used the bigger ones here and then ran out of the bigger ones. So I found some smaller ones for the ends. So you just make it work. Just make it work. It's fine. It's fine. So hopefully I can color the bottoms of those so they're not quite so, they don't match. What was the word I was going to use for that? I'm on film, so I'm not going to think of it. Yep, that word, where they don't match. Clash, so they don't clash so badly. Oh, I thought of it. And that's it. I spent several days redoing the space down here. So, sorry you can't enjoy that. I did leave stuff all over the floor right there. Danny's beanbag, which I made him when he was maybe 2, is down there. We all use it. It has been restuffed and it kind of could use some more. So, fabric scraps, because they no longer carry the beans in town, and so it's really expensive to order beans up. Fabric scraps, they do the trick. They make it a little heavier, but use, reduce, recycle. So I've got his beanbag down there, and then I'm working on another wholesale order, and I've got the chart that I forgot to bring up here, that book, and then I started another ATC for his last day of soccer, which I know is over and whatever. Bag of scraps, the linen scraps from Sarah, and some floss that needs put away. So it's kind of a mess. I'm not going to show that to you. But overall, it's way better down here. Really enjoying the space, but it did take a lot of time. So thankfully the ATCs got finished and I had them to show to you. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been very much, would it? No, it would not have been. So that's it for now. What time is it? Ooh, going on 2:30. I will put in links and get this uploading. Maybe you can watch it tonight. It might be Thursday before you see it. If so, it's fine. It's fine. Summer is just a whirlwind. It's going to be fine. So, till next Wednesday, take care. See you soon.